In general, medical bills in Germany are not the near bankruptcy nightmare they can be in some places. Motherhood and childcare are legally well protected and very well covered here. Because of that, I didn't have to worry about a single financial detail during the emergency birth, the hospital transfers, or the long NICU stay. That's because of the German insurance system. While it's not perfect, it makes many things around personal health very easy. Hi and welcome. This is Never Too Early. Today we'll talk about how German insurance is built and how they work around pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. Let's look at the two types of insurance in Germany and their differences. Public insurance is the standard system that most people here use. It works on the principle that everyone contributes to help cover everyone else. Your fees are shared with your employer, and it's generally less expensive until you hit a certain income threshold. In this system, family members can be covered for free under one working spouse. The doctors charge the insurance company directly, so as a patient, you don't even really see the bills unless you choose extra treatments outside your standard coverage. Private insurance is usually for the self employed or high salary earners. I was running my own company, so this was my option. In my case, I received the bills from the doctors via mail. I mean, the actual physical mail that comes into your mailbox. Remember, this is Germany where they love their paper documents and actual physical mails, which is a whole nother story for later. Anyway, with the mailed bills, I have to claim them to the insurance company, thankfully online, and then they send the amount on the bill to my bank account with which I cover the bills. My private insurance company was great at handling all the steps, quite fast by European standard, meaning it would take a few days, usually within the week. The general perception is that there is often more room for doctors to bill more to private insurance. So some clinics prefer or even exclusively treat private insurance holders. But in general, public insurance holders have just as much access to the same services. It's not always the case, but with private insurance, you might get a little priority or a last minute scheduling advantage. In my case, it was a bit of mix. My husband was on public insurance through his job, but since I was running my own company, I had private insurance. I chose a plan that worked for my situation at the time before I had the long term visa, where I paid a lower monthly fee but covered a 10% of my medical bills. I have always been very healthy and didn't visit doctors often, so it was the right choice for me, even looking back. However, things changed later. After we got married a year and a half after our son was born, I was able to switch over. Now I am completely covered under my husband's public insurance while I'm on my maternity leave. So, what does this mean during pregnancy and birth? For pregnancy, you start visiting your OBGYN as early as 5 weeks soon after you test positive at home. With public insurance, women get a regular checkup every month, but a sonogram is covered once each trimester, unless it's a high risk pregnancy, meaning there's a condition, a multiple pregnancy, or the mother is over 35. Any extra tests or treatments can be done, but the patient must pay out of their own pocket. With private insurance, you usually have more frequent checkups like every 3 weeks or so and a sonogram every time. As I mentioned, doctors can embrace billing opportunities with private insurance without any limit. So, even with just 23 weeks of pregnancy, I had quite a few sonogram pictures plus advanced sonograms and tests. All the extra or advanced tests or diagnosis were also covered under the same plan I had with a 10% copay for the visits. Private insurance was definitely helpful to have additional care during pregnancy when I was pregnant over 35 years old and being categorized as high risk. When it comes to giving birth, I think there's really no difference between private and public insurance. Motherhood is strongly protected in Germany, so all mothers are covered the same. Maybe it's a little easier to get a single room with private insurance, but other than that, it's all the same. This is where the system is great. Motherhood is so protected that for anything related to giving birth, the insurance covers 100%, including ambulances, single room, meals, surgery, and all, even with my 10% copay plan. For postpartum, both public and private insurance systems offer checkups and even further services like physiotherapy or even a house cleaning service with doctor's prescription. Any extra services are where doctors find it a little easier to work with private insurance, but the basic standard care is the same. And for the new babies and children, because they are super, super protected under the German law, there's nearly no difference between private insurance and public insurance coverage. Private insurance is usually more expensive without offering much more than public insurance for children, so many people recommended that my child should go under the public insurance unless there is a big reason otherwise. I hope this gives you some understanding on the German insurance system and how it works during the pregnancy, giving birth, and after. I know many countries have great healthcare system for families, but there are also other countries without it. After experiencing such a dramatic birth myself, I truly believe that protecting mothers and babies is something every system should prioritize at all costs. It's about more than just numbers. It's about giving every life a chance to live and thrive and to become a healthy part of society. I hope this episode gave you a little insight into the medical insurance system in Germany, especially around pregnancy and birth. I'll see you in the next one. This is Never Too Early.